Sarah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my official reveal of my winter writing and reading challenge. This is a new thing I wanted to do for this year. I was inspired to do this last year. Not that I did this last year. I was inspired to create this for this year from last year. I hope that wasn't confusing. I was inspired to do this because of NaNoWriMo Novel November. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a kind of a yearly event that all writers do, or a lot of writers do, where we try to write 50,000 words, which is roughly a full draft, or in my case, for my giant books, half a draft, for the month of November. And it's a challenge that has been going on for years and years and years. So, some things kind of hiccuped last year because of the close down of the original NaNoWriMo writing site, which stands for National Novel Writing Month, and some other things came up. So it's a lot of people still call it NaNoWriMo. A lot of other people started other challenges. Novel November is kind of a new thing that we call it, which kind of encompasses any challenge you do. But I was inspired to do this challenge by that, but I decided to do it by season. So every season, winter, spring, summer, and fall, I'm going to be setting up a writing challenge where, depending on the month, I'll either have everybody sets their own goals for every time, or some of them may be more fixed goals. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But for the winter challenge, yeah, it's a very uncreative name, but I am terrible at naming stuff. So I'm not going to put tons of brain power into making this sound catchy. It's just the winter challenge. This will be running from January and February. So since it's kind of a shorter month time span, I'm going to have everyone setting their own goals, and whatever goal you set, you have the 2 months to do. So I'm kind of releasing this video a little late, which is why I'm just setting this up as everyone sets their own goal. So if you want to write, say, a whole book in 2 months, great. If you want to just edit something, revise something, maybe write a few short stories, maybe write some poetry, get back into a groove of writing, whatever your goal wants to be, whether it's a word count, a vague goal, like I want to edit my entire book, rewrite something, write new things, whatever you want to do, whatever your goal wants to be, whether it's a writing count goal, page count, book count, whatever it is, set your own goal and yeah, just aim to achieve that. But I also know, I don't know how many writers I have subscribed to my channel, and I do know I have a lot of readers. So I was thinking, you know what, I want to include my readers in this, but how do I do that if they don't write? So then I came up with 7 prompts. That's 5, so whatever, 7 prompts, which will be, basically the idea is 1 prompt a week. So, and these prompts are just vague prompts that you can match a book to, and yeah, if you complete the whole thing, good on you. There's no prize, except for a great accomplishment. So yeah, I came up with prompts that are very wintry themed, and the only rule for this one is you must read 1 book per prompt. There's no doubling, tripling up. You have to read 1 book, 1 prompt. That's the rule. Otherwise, go for it. Whatever you want to do. And however you can fit these prompts in, get as creative as possible with these, because these are extremely vague, most of them. Okay, so yeah, but I figured 7 prompts was an okay thing for 2 months, because then that way slower readers can hopefully get in some more books than they normally would. Faster readers can get it all in. It's just a fun thing. Also, if you're creative and you want to use these prompts to like make art, write a poem, write even a short story from it, go for it. I'm hoping to include this challenge to include writers and readers. Yes, those are my main 2, because that is my main focus on this channel, but also anybody else, any other creative. You want to somehow work these prompts into your own life? Go for it. Or these challenges or whatever, go for it. I want to include as many creative people as possible in this. And yeah, so whatever you want to do with a goal set or the prompts or whatever, I'm just trying to kind of open this up to a bigger community type challenge. But yeah, writing and reading are obviously my 2 main things, but if you want to use, like, say, these prompts, you want to take these and make art with them, or make a poem, or a film, or whatever, go for it. I give you full creative license to do so. Okay, so the prompts for the reading part of these things, The first one is Frosty. Obviously, very simple, straightforward. Could be just a book set in winter, a frosty looking cover, whatever you want to do. Get as creative as possible with these. So the next one is Hearts. I did this one since February is part of this challenge, I did this for like Valentine's Day. So this could be Hearts are on the cover. It's pink. You know, get really basic with these if you want to. It's a romance. There's all kinds of things that you could do with that. So the next one is Fireworks. I did this one for New Year's Day because, of course, they always shoot fireworks on New Year's Eve, but that's last month, so that doesn't really count. And yeah, I'm aware. And I gave that look because lots of people in my area decided to shoot fireworks until midnight or past that. And I also own a pony who hates loud banging sounds. So I'm not a fan of fireworks for that reason alone, because I take offense on her behalf. So anyways, but fireworks could work either way. There could be fireworks on the cover somewhere in the story. It could be set in 4th of July. Could be fireworks in a romantic setting. You know, the two characters have sparks and chemistry. Use that for fireworks if you want. Like I said, get as creative as possible with these guys. The next one is Let It Snow. This one's fairly obvious. Set in winter, snow on the cover, anything like that. The next one is I decided to make for my northern people who will understand this, and that is Make It Stop. This is when you are tired of snow, you are tired of the cold, and you would wish it would warm up, and you just want to make it stop. So in this case, you could say, pick a book that's set in a completely different setting. It's on a tropical beach. It's in the middle of summer. It's hot. It's in the middle of the ocean. You know, it's under the sea if you're reading like a mermaid book or whatever. Yeah. Get as creative as possible. Anything that is not winter and not snow will probably fit for this prompt. Okay, the next one is kind of along the same lines. It's warm, because for those of us who live in the Great White North, we want to be warm. And also, at the same time, you might just want to, you know, have a blanket on, or you want the sun to come out, or whatever. So anything that you feel is warm. It could be a book that made you feel warm. It could be a book set in a warm climate. It could be a book with a beach on the cover. I know I'm repeating myself with some of these things, but I'm flying off the cuff with some of these examples, so that's why there's repetition. So, but yeah, and the last prompt is blue. This one, I had a different one, but then I was like, that's going to be too difficult to come up with. So I just decided to go with blue. So this could be blue on the cover. There's a blue person in the book. I don't know. Something with blue. Anything blue. There could be a mention that a character's dress or shirt in the book is blue. Use whatever you want. As long as there's an explanation for why you used it, just use it. So, yeah. That is the challenge, and all kind of the rules. No, really rules. The writing type challenge. Set a goal for yourself and try to accomplish it in 2 months, which is January and February. I know some people speculate March could be in winter, but by the time March hits, I want spring. So March is included in the spring one. And for the reading type ones, there's 7 prompts. Please pick 1 book per prompt. No doubling, tripling, quadrupling, whatever up. That is not allowed. 1 book, 1 prompt. That's it. That's all you get. Also, feel free, if you're a different type of creative or an artist or whatever, feel free to use these prompts and these goal settings as well for you guys as well. And yeah, so now I'm just going to get into kind of the last part of this video, which is my goals. What am I trying to do? Okay, for the reading stuff, I never set particular reading goals. The one arc I'm currently reading is 756 pages. So, yeah, I've been reading this since last year, because I started in December, but this is as far as I've gotten, this bookmark right here. This is just for my pages for the day, but this is my bookmark right here. That's how far I've gotten. I have to finish this in a week. So, yeah, that'll be fun. It is Eidolon's Light by Noelle Nichols. This is the 4th book of the Shaw's Creed saga. I'm probably going to use this one for the blue on the cover, because there is blue on this cover, so I'm probably just going to use blue. This one for blue. It's not really set in winter or anything, so it doesn't really fit for any of the wintry prompts. So yeah, but yeah, this is definitely one I have to get done. I also have to read H.L. Burke's next superhero book, which is Conveniently Married to a Superhero. This one comes out on the 9th. This one actually is Eidolon's Light is already out in the world. This came out yesterday, which was January 1st. So when I'm recording this, so yeah, this one's already out in the world. If you're interested, it's Asian epic fantasy. Really, really good. Anyways, Conveniently Married to a Superhero comes out the 9th. So I have to read that one as well as try to get through this chunker. Other than those, I'm just gonna read whatever and fit them into the prompts however they go. So, I got 2 months to do it. I'm not worried. That's kind of my reading goals, which aren't really any, but I never do that for readathons. I just read a book and then I'm just like, does it fit with any of the prompts? That's kind of just how I do it. My writing goals are a little more sticky. My main goal is going to be, hopefully, to revise and kind of write the rest of a particular chunk of my 3rd book for Creatively Chronicles. So this is kind of, it's between 2 different places where they're currently at right now, near the beginning of the book, and then they kind of, there's a lot of stuff that happens in there, and then they travel to a new location. So I kind of want to revise that section in the middle, where it's from point A to point B. I want to revise and write whatever needs to happen, that section in the middle. I think I can do that in 2 months. So it took me about a month. I tested this out with NaNoWriMo last year. It kind of took me that long to do the whole beginning. Because this book starts with a battle scene, we're, sneaking in and then we have to fight. It's kind of the first time I've started a book like that. And it was long, very, very long. Of course, I was also revising and rewriting a bunch of stuff at the same time, determining what I wanted to keep. A lot of it was just stopping writing completely and brainstorming a bunch of stuff. This is a very long and tedious process, but it is turning out to be a better book overall for it. I'm mainly working on plot stuff right now, maybe a bit of character arcs. I'm trying to also slow down and tell myself, you don't need to know everything at one time. Thankfully, I wrote a short story at the end of December that helped me with this, helped me figure this out, where it's like, yeah, you do it in layers. You do the whole plot structure first, then maybe you go, and the whole plot structure, maybe with the character arcs and stuff, a little bit. And then you go back and you kind of iron out, like, character arcs and, like, what are they feeling and things like that and details. And then you go over it again and you iron out even more details. And that really helped me, actually, writing that short story, to kind of realize, oh yeah, that's kind of how it works. Like, I don't need to do everything at one time. Genius. Yeah, no one ever told you to make a perfect book at one time. But, yeah. I am not a perfectionist at anything except my own writing. It's really weird. Anyways, but that is what I want to do. I want to rewrite that section in 2 months in book 3. I think I can do it. I'm also leaving myself open to whatever God wants me to work on as well. That is one of my writing goals for this year, is to leave myself open to mood write, so to speak, and to do different things if I want to. I also have an added goal, kind of. I do want to start doing some research for a world I'm building for my eventual middle grade Supernatural Horse series. I want to build a world with that, and I need to do some research on, because I'm basing it off of 2 real life places, Norway and Iceland, and I want to combine the 2 and, like, make my own place using elements from both of these countries and cultures and stuff. So I need to start doing some research on that. So I'm going to be putting some books on hold at the library, some, like, guidebooks to start me out on. And yeah, so that's also something I want to do for these 2 months, is kind of research that, because I'm in the mood to do that right now. So I'm just kind of like, okay, let's go for it. So yeah, those are all my goals, reading and writing wise. I'm not doing art because I am terrible at it. But all good luck to everybody who does any of these: writing, reading, art, artistry, poetry, whatever the heck you want to do. To fit into these goals and prompts. If you're going to join in, I would love to hear about it. Please let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, if you also have a channel and you end up making videos about this, please tag me. If you're going to be participating in reading, writing, some other thing entirely, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this winter challenge. And I hope it works out. This is my first time trying anything like this, so let's hope for the best. But yeah. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.